the border, a day after this disengagement process has taken big steps forward. Chinese ambassador to India, Sun Weidong, has put out a 17-minute video message where he has consistently talked of peace and tranquility along the India-China border. Calling India and China old friends, the Chinese ambassador has basically said that there are some elements trying to make it look like a provocation, and that India and China should not let their differences become disputes, and that relations should improve as per laid down protocol. Gaurav, 17-minute message from the Chinese ambassador. That, of course, is not the Chinese ambassador. That's Xi Jinping, the premier of China. But let's play out for our viewers first what the Chinese ambassador has said.
On July the 5th, the special representatives of the China-India boundary question, State Councillor and Foreign Minister Wang Yi, and Indian National Security Advisor Mr. Ajit Doval had a conversation over the phone and reached a positive consensus on easing the current border situation. Currently, our frontline troops are disengaging on the ground in accordance with the consensus reached by the military corps commander talks.
Okay, a very, very conciliatory, unusually conciliatory, soft speech, Gaurav, from the Chinese ambassador. Very welcome at one level, but also, you know, not something that the Indian government and the Indian system will be taking at face value at the least, considering the enormous mobilization by the Chinese on the line of actual control. You know, talking peace is one thing, saying that, you know, there are some voices trying to provoke the situation is another. But the Chinese having mobilized in such a big way is not something that the Chinese ambassador even mentions in this speech. What are you making of it, Gaurav?
Shiv, you're absolutely right. The Chinese, after mobilizing their troops, after creating this mayhem at the line of actual control, after being the aggressors at the line of control, are now saying that let's talk peace. And very clearly the establishment, from what sources tell India Today, will watch Chinese actions. And China is taken aback by three things. One, the response of the Indian Army troops on ground zero. They did not wait for their superiors. They responded immediately. And if we lost 20 of our braves, they restored the sanctity of the LAC by killing and injuring an equally large, if not double the number of the Chinese troops. So that's where the Chinese were taken aback. That's one. Two, they were taken aback by the swift mobilization of Indian troops all along the line of actual control, and not just in Ladakh. Also, the men and material of war that India was able to put together. Three, the national resolve. Chinese out of 4G upgrades. They may well be out of 5G in India. Chinese out of road construction, MSME sector, power sector. All of this is just signaling of intent, along with banning of 59 apps. If this goes much bigger on a wider scale, yes, China loses out on the Indian market to an extent. This could be replicated by USA, by Australia, by other countries, and then China sees the entire free world hit out at Xi Jinping's dictatorship, as it is being called, almost across the world. So somewhere down the line, absolutely, China's soft peddling. But Shiv, until those Chinese divisions move back to their peacetime locations, China cannot be trusted, and that is very clear from what the Indian establishment has been saying.
So true. You can't have infantry divisions massed on the border and then pretend to strike a conciliatory note about India-China friendship. It doesn't work that way, and India has signaled that right back. Gaurav, thank you very much for that. More breaking news coming.
Hello everyone, this is Rahul Kamal here. Hope you enjoyed this video. For the latest news and analysis, like and subscribe the India Today YouTube channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated.